Hi, hello, welcome to another. Is it an episode? To another um sh- show? No, wait, sorry. To another broadcast. To another taping of dumpster diving. Um, it's not really like 10 p.m. yet. I'm still waiting on people, I guess. Also, I'm looking forward to the Seraphim what do you call teaser tonight, which is at 10. It's in like a minute. We have a minute. Yeah. I have a rough plan of what I kind of want to talk about today, but I just do not have the energy to go look through like Instas and DC Gallery beforehand. Usually, what I do when I come up with a plan or thing I want to talk about, I usually kind of go through all of the posts that is relevant to the topic and kind of just organize them a little bit on the Chrome like share screen thing. Like I arrange the tabs and whatever so it goes with the flow of my rants. Yeah, but I've been passively reading what goes on for the past week or so. I just really do not have the energy to compile everyone. Oh yeah, let's go look at the Hyunjin teaser. She's out. She's free. She's here. She's living. Also, the Darling concept photos are out. How do we feel about this? It's kind of not serving anything. It's giving Hitori Janai 2.0. I kind of see it. It's giving my oh no, not my. It's giving Omai meets Hitori Janai, which how do we feel about that? I don't know how I feel about that. The concept teaser sounds like what is it? Sounds like permission to dance. Like I'm not here for this. Dude, Yeonjin looks so good. This main vocal tease, dude, she looks so good. Let's put her on the Jumbotron real quick. Because I'm going to be talking about, like, Les Seraphim a lot. Well, not only Les Seraphim, but, like, hype, the hype girl group curse. The hype girl group curse. Oh, the hype girl group curse. Like, I feel super bad for the hype girlies. Like, Bang PD's never getting a successful girl group out of Hive. Like, it's so sad. Truly, the glam prophecy lives on to this day. Like, they're never having a successful girl group. Maybe the Minheejin girl group could be it. Maybe the Minheejin group could be the outlier. We don't know yet. We don't know any of the members of that group yet, actually. People have been speculating it might be the girlies from the Permission to Dance music video since a trainee A member, I think it's Wontan or something, appeared on the Permission to Dance music video as well. So there are theories, there are conspiracies stating that the girlies that appeared in that music video is gonna be the members of Min Hee-jin's girl group, though they might be placed in Island 2 as well. Like, you never know. You never know. Miss Yeonjin, though, like, Miss Yoonjin, I'm still not over it. Like, the way she's serving main vocal, right? In Le Seraphim, like, that's. Oh, God. It's really good, honestly. Like, thinking about the Le Seraphim um what do you call lineup. Like it seems pretty solid. Like Garam out, but like everybody else is pretty solid. Miss Sakura debuting for the third time with her fourth nose, like she looks good, and like I feel like she's giving like the hag energy we need in K-pop, the hag energy that we've been missing in K-pop. Wait, let's scroll through the Le Sserafim Twitter real quick. I feel like we're lacking in the recently, and I think Misakura can serve that. She's giving the hag energy in fourth gen. Um, her fourth nose looks good. Maybe I'm like the minority here, but I really like her new nose. Like it looks good. Miss Garam can leave. Ante looks she looks like someone, but I can't really pinpoint who. She's giving very much like like ASEAN pretty girl. She looks good though. I'm not really sure what her role is gonna be. For sure, it's like someone posted like the different girlies like skills, not really skills, but like supposed roles in the group. I didn't get to read what Inches was. And Chaewon, she's gonna be the leader. Like that's a choice. That means one of the other like new girlies gonna be the stan attractor, because Chaewon when she was in Ice One, at least her role is very much stan attractor. So like if she's the leader, she can't like, well, you can still be a stan attractor and a leader. Case on point being Miss Taeyeon from Sonya from Girls' Generation, leader and stan attractor. But I don't think it works with Chaewon. I don't know. I just don't see Chaewon as a leader. So that's fun, I guess. That they're making her the leader of Le Seraphim. Then there's Miss Kazuha. I like her. I like she's a ballet dancer, like serve, I guess. And she's really tall too. I don't know, I like her dance lines from what I saw in the video. So that's cool. Like I'm looking forward to her. A lot of my oomph are saying she's giving Sulgi energy, which I can see. I can see that. I can see that she's giving Sulgi energy. She kind of looks like Suzy here too, which is like lots of pretty high praise. The Suzy from Hybe, like you know, like get it, I guess. Um, and there's Miss Yunjin. She's gonna serve vocals. She's gonna be just giving life. Hype is not known for their vocals. I think we can like accept that as fact. The you can count the vocalists with like your both of your hands, and still like there were still some slots left, like some fingers left, because there's not a lot of vocalists in Hybe. There are vocalists like idols with vocalist potentials, but just Hybe being Hybe, like okay, they said fuck rap in songs, but we're not gonna train these idols to sing. Like, okay. Sure, I guess Bang PD. I'm not really sure where you're going there, but like, okay, no rap, but we're not gonna teach you how to sing either. We're just gonna drown your voice in um auto tune, I guess. So on that note, I was gonna cover some of the Kim Garam stuff. But I feel like most people are like familiar with what she did. Are we? Are we familiar with what she did? I don't know. Maybe a quick refresher will work. I'm just on Instas on the Jeonggri tab. Jeonggri meaning um like a compilation of whatever. So you can find compilations or summaries of things in the Jeonggri tab, and I was in the Jeonggri tab and putting it on sort by most popular, and the number one post is the complete summary, the complete compilation of Le Sserafim Kim Garam's past uh, bullying allegations. Fun stuff, you know. I haven't seen these pictures. Apparently this is her in middle school. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, she's from Gwangju, but she moved away from Gwangju, and then the OP's like, why did she move away? Why did she transfer schools? Like, what happened? Apparently, she did it to debut, so, okay. Yeah, the thing with Kim Garam is right. Like, I think, accusations wise, it's pretty. I can't. I can't believe I'm saying that bullying allegations are the standard. Like, there's a standard to it, but like, it's your standard allegations, I suppose. Um, I could wait. Yeah, your standard allegations such as like physical bullying of classmates, extortion of lunch money. I think that's a pretty classic TV show bullying, I suppose. Um, lewd and sexual social media posts. Cool. Like there was stuff on like Instagram, Ask FM, and Facebook, I suppose. There's the lewd pictures, but also she is accused of like what is Gueropida? Like not really like threatening, but really it's like somewhere between threatening and making fun of people on like private DMs on Facebook. And then she had her friends of like a little circle of friends. They were like well, yeah, again, threat something between threatening and making fun of someone on like public posts on Facebook as well. Like her posts, her alleged bullying is like spread out. Like I guess it comes with being a fourth gen idol, I suppose. Like you grew up in the age of digital social media, yada yada. So then like your pre-debut like Hukyoksa, your like dark past isn't contained to a single web site. Does that make sense? Like it's not contained to a single thing, but like it's spread across different platforms, and thus it's harder to contain. A recent example that comes to mind being Miss Karina from Espa. I know Oomph has sent me this before. She was like, she's a Karina enjoyer. She sent me like the Will Smith keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth, and I'm like, okay, I guess, but it's like the most recent girl group bullying supposedly scandal that happened. There's Miss Sujin. I don't know if Miss Sujin counts as fourth gen. This comes into play later, but like I've been questioning the. I'm sorry. Wait, my AC is so loud. Wait. I've been questioning the definition of the different generations for the past like 2 weeks. Not a thought or conspiracy theory I've been sharing publicly, but I've been mourning it in private. But let's going back into topic. I'm not really sure if Sujin counts as fourth gen anymore. You know, um, but Miss Karina, well, she's not technically okay, wait. She's a bully asterisk Because it's not like bullying classmates. She was bullying other SM trainees, supposedly, allegedly, with no proof. Um, but yeah, a similar accusation and red string that can be pulled between Garam and Karina would be that they are both accused of bad mouthing their sonbe. I think I'm not sure if Garam bad mouthed BTS. I know she bad mouthed Wonyoung apparently and Ive, and that she supposedly and oh, I'm turning into Jonghan. She's supposedly um an ex Starship trainee that got kicked out from the IVE lineup because of this whole controversy. How do you? I feel a bit lucid right now. Yeah, because of the whole scandal and stuff. Hmm, I don't know the validity of those words, though. We've all seen the chalkboard, like drawing chalkboard doodles, where supposedly she said, "I've down, the seraphim up," which supposedly supports this theory, but like I don't know, since like she the picture she was, the picture of her with the um chalkboard behind her, it's a whole separate chalkboard from the one that says "Le Seraphim up, I've down." So like I don't know the validity of those claims, some of her selfies and proof. How does her allegation stretch to like elementary school, dude? Like you be bullying people since elementary school and you're hoping to debut as an idol, like come on. Again, like the alleged like her being a past Starship trainee, I'm not sure Starship has the best background check out of all the companies. Like Wonho slipped through the cracks somehow, and I know a bunch of tea about the No Mercy trainees from back in the day. So they're not the cleanest company in that sense, in that the company's background check is like 100% fail safe. So I think it's an interesting choice if it's true, if they were kicking Kim Garam out from because of this whole trainee thing. Since I don't know if Starship trainees were like publicized before I've debuted it. Like, how each company used to have like a famous trainee, yada yada. I don't know if Starship has one of those pre I've debut, because I remember a lot of people not like predicting the I've lineup before. Maybe that's like a third gen thing. uh really knowing all of the trainees in a company and then trying to piece together which trainees are gonna be put in which groups. Maybe that's a whole K-pop third gen experience, but I didn't see that with IVE. So we can't really confirm the validity of that claim. But these accusations of bullying, like it, as you can see, it spans so many platforms. There's Twitter, Facebook. See, like this chalkboard is different than the I've chalkboard. So like we don't know that. Also, like what the fuck is this selfie? Why like it's a cute selfie, but then why would she write like handicapped, as in like, yeah, like physical handicap? Like what? Like okay, and then she this is the R word. She wrote the R word in a selfie as well. Like for what? Like what impact does that give to your selfie, Miss Kim Garam? Like I do not understand. There's a bunch more. Again, this is the Facebook group chat. There was also the one where she extorted money from someone through Facebook personal chat. So there's the group chat and there's the personal chat. So there's like several different ones. What's this? I haven't seen this one before. I think it's the Twitter one. Why is there her on TikTok? She's a TikToker. Oh, it's to show the comments from the TikTok. Hmm. What? Yeah, they do not have the best reputation in school, I suppose. Oh, a month ago, my friends, my friends' little siblings' friends used to be in the debut group for Starship. If they did well, they would have debuted in IVE. They're really pretty and their physical is also perfect. And she's famous for her visuals. Um, and they're also like her face is also very similar to a female idol, but they're like a complete iljin, like a complete bully. Edaga, not only they're a complete bully, but they're also their personality is also really bad. And they ended up getting kicked out. If they weren't kicked out, it would have been really, really bad. Something like that. And this on Instas. So her accusations be like everywhere, unlike the like previous um bullying accusations. I would say it's usually on like maybe two um oh yeah, okay. I'll talk about this later. It's usually on like two or three platforms at most. But like with Miss Kim Garam, her influence, she's on like several different platforms, you know? Like it's it's real for her. That's why I was like I tweeted this like a few days ago. Like if she manages to pull a Hyunjin or an Irene in this situation, like I would stand for the meme. I'd call her Iljin Queen or something. I used to call Miss Yeon. Oh my god, CLC Yeon, she is the blueprint. If you're gonna debut an Iljin at like her Iljin rumors came out like during debut like 2015, right as CLC debuted. That's why they kind of flopped, you know. It's partly because of Miss Yeon's Iljin accusations. That's why I always call her my Iljin queen. And like she is the blueprint. So if Miss Garam manages to survive and be at the level of Miss Yeon of CLC, maybe I'd stand for the meme. But at this point, I don't think that's like plausible. I think I saw a tweet this morning on my Twitter again. I was too lazy to compile all of the materials of the things I want to talk about today into like a single Google Chrome window, so you just have to trust me. Like the source, trust me. But I saw this morning like a tweet from someone. I think the one who retweeted it is Miss Pasta. Maybe you can search it up. Miss Pasta. Hello. Okay. So Miss Pasta is a 17 fan. I don't know why they had any business like retweeting this, but I saw this morning and they were retweeting that um from a tweet from someone stating that their dad works not at Hybe but at Source Music, and that their dad was just called in for an emergency meeting, something like that. So they thought, oh, that there must be something going on with um Kim Garam, like the what do you call it? The situation isn't getting any better. So I guess that's why they got called in for another meeting. Why can't I find it? It was like literally this morning. Maybe the tweet got deleted, but a source, trust me, like I saw it this morning, of that tweet. Yeah, I can't find the tweet, but yeah, I remember it was Miss Pasta retweeting it. Essentially, that's what the tweet stated. So, maybe we have some hope that Miss Garam's gonna get kicked out, but we'll see, We'll see. And I guess we can circle back to the Hype Girl Group curse. What is the Hype Girl Group curse, one may say? Um, we have to go back to 2013. Did they debut 2013? Oh, 2012. They debuted in 2012. Yeah, I guess 2012. Why did I say 2013? I really thought it was 2013, but then I realized BTS debuted in 2013. That means it has to be 2012 or 2011 because BTS pre-debut was in their music video. I think people would remember the iconic picture, the iconic video of of Jimin flying in the Glam music video. He was still quite chubby then. He's not the 8-pack Jimin that we know now, but yeah, it was a slightly chubbier Jimin flying through the sky. That's from a Glam music video in 2012. Let that sink in. But yeah, I think the girl group curse of Hybe started with Glam. I used to really like Glam, but they flopped. So they used to have 5 members, then it became 4, then it became 3, and then they just disbanded. mm, they were also like pretty famous. Well, not pretty famous, but they're like pretty acknowledged, I would say, in the second, like in the 2.5, 2.5 gen K-pop, like enjoyers, like they used to be in the same like variety show with VIX on SBS, like SBS Music, SBS MTV. Does anybody remember that show where they had to couple up and then like do like tasks together? Yeah, there used to be like a member of VIX on there with N. Like no, wait, member of VIX, which is N, and then a member of Glam. I think it was the B girl. Is it? Who's the B girl? I think it's Miso. Yeah. Wait, no. Miso's the maknae. Dahi's the blackmail girl. Jion is the rapper. Oh, it was Zinni. Zinni is the like what's it called? Breakdancing B girl. And she was on that show with like NVIX and they had like to carry each other and everything for like missions. So that was fun. And I think the curse started with them because it like in 2014, 2015, Dahi, Miss Dahi from Glam, blackmailed Lee Byung-hun, like a big name Korean actor, like top tier Korean actor. I think this is like still one of like the most absurd K-pop girl group scandals that has happened in recent times. Like, I think people forget that this happened and it's technically big hit. Um, why is it on the thick news? Oh my god. Is there in English? Let's just go to my ex-employer's website. Anyways, so Dahi went to a bar. I think the general. Oh, here we go. Dispatch released some screenshots of Lee Byung-hun's chat with model Lee Ji-yeon. At the time, Lee Byung-hun, Lee Ji-yeon, and Glam's Dahi were involved in a blackmailing case. According to All K-pop, Dispatch also added some information about Lee Byung-hun, Lee Ji-yeon, and Dahi meeting in some place. The three of them met with 3 others on July 1st, 2014. Yeah, what I remember is Dahi went to a bar of some sorts to like hang out with her friends, and then that same circle of friends were hanging out with Lee Byung-hun and Lee Ji-yeon, the model, and then she like took videos of when Im Byung-hun was with this like model, and then tried to blackmail him. But at the end of the day, she's guilty of like money extortion or something like that. Even though technically like Lee Byung-hun's also like wrong for cheating on his wife with this model, but Lee Byung-hun is still active to this day. Like he was in Squid Game. I don't know if people remember, but Lee Byung-hun's in Squid Game, you know? So he did not suffer any repercussions for infidelity, but Miss Dahi is in jail. So, you know, things in 2012 still have major effects in 2022, I suppose. But yeah, he's the masked guy. He's the front man in Squid Game, you know? Said Rip Glam, my Nugu Queens. Right? And they're hype. They're technically big hit hype. Like, imagine if they survive to this day. Like, they would be, like, iconic. Also, I've seen them live. Like, a little tidbit, a little TMI. But I've seen them live before for the opening of Lotte Mall. Lotte, what's the full name of the Lotte Mall in Kuningan? Yeah, but like when Lotte first opened, like there was a Suju fan meet, and Vix performed for free and Glam performed for free. So I've technically watched all of that for free when Lotte Mall opened back in 2013. Yeah, funny tidbit. But I think this is the start of the high girl group curse. Like who the fuck disbands a group out of like a money extortion blackmail case? Like what kind of girl group? You know, like sketchy as fuck. Recent sightings of the Glam members aside from Miss Dahi, who's in jail, is Miss Jion. I think she was in Show Me the Money 9, Show Me the Money 8. Like I'm pretty sure it's not the most recent Show Me the Money, but like a few seasons back, like she tried to audition, and it came with a whole VC. Like you know, sometimes for like the Show Me the Money auditions, like they just like scroll through the participants, especially in the first round where they give you like the chain to signify that you passed, and you're supposed to like freestyle a rap, like a verse in front of the judges. Well, Miss Jion actually in the first round, she got like a whole VCR before she did the freestyle rap in the first round. Like that signifies importance. That signifies you might be the main character of this season of this Mnet reality show, you know? But she got like kicked, not really kicked out, but she got eliminated in the first round, so it didn't really go anywhere. But her VCR was so sad. Like she's working part-time at like a cafe and like trying to make ends meet because her group got disbanded over something she can't control. Like her member blackmailing Lee Byung-hun is out of her control. But like the impact lasts to this day in that she cannot actively promote, so she has to go to Show Me the Money, and even then she's not a good enough rapper, so she got eliminated. Like it's so sad. Anyways, that's like the most recent signing of Glam, I think. Yeah, I don't really like follow them. Like that was already pretty like odd, like a Glam member in Show Me the Money. But like that's a fun tidbit. And afterwards we moved past Glam in 2012 to 2015 to the next high girl group that got like fucked over, which is Miss Pristine. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm supposed to include them in this list. I just want to, because they're technically Hybe, right? And then should we pull up the Hybe chart that I made, do we need to pull out the family tree? But family tree aside, they're technically Hybe, you know, even though their whole thing was before Hybe is a thing. But if you refer back to the Hybe family tree I make, technically they're still Hybe, because why they were disbanded is due to the off the record dealings, partnership, sketchy inner workings of the record, which is a collab between CJNM and Pledis. And I think Han Song Soo just got over his head and being like, well, what's the point of doing Pristine if I can do IZ*ONE and Promise 9, you know? Which I kind of respect the decision. Like, maybe they should have just kept a few members and just like act like Pristine never happened, you know, and just run with Pristin V. Like, I would have loved that, but even before the IZ*ONE Promise 9, like, comet came out of nowhere and hit Pristine directly, a direct collusion, you know, they were not that stable to begin with. Like, Kyla, as we all know, Miss T, she's just wilding on Instagram. And then Miss Kyokyong, I don't think she meant, like, I don't think she wants to be a Nugu. She thinks she's better than all of that, and she was already planning her escape to China, I suppose. Um, and yeah, maybe that kind of leaves like who like Nayoung, who I think always wanted to be an actress anyways. So she is not invested in Pristine. So that like makes it like two IOI members already like, bye bitch, like I have better things to do. And leaves like the bullies, which are the 98 liners, and then Miss Min Kyung, Miss Yuha, or Shannon. Who else is there? Yehana, I suppose, and Shion. And I think that just doesn't make a very cohesive group. And I think Shion also always wanted to be an actress anyways. Like, idol was not the main goal. Um, which I guess this explains the formation of Hinapia. You can see it as such. But again, I think they were not like even before that whole deal, I think they were already on like shaky, rocky grounds. Remember Mama 2017 in Japan? They performed and like received their award without Kyla because Kyla fucked off back to the US or something. And they were like, yeah, we miss you. I hope Kyla like recovers soon. Like, bullshit. You guys know she's not coming back. Mm. So in that case, this is like a Hybe but not Hybe curse. I would still consider it Hybe because in essence Hybe is a megalith of a company that kind of spans CJNM, like parts of the CJNM music department, as well as Pledis, as well as Off the Record. Now that Promise got transferred over from CJNM to Pledis, which makes Promise Hybe. I'm still very confused with that move because like they can just easily slip Promise 9 into Awake 1 with Jo Yuri and friends, you know? Like, it's not that hard. But they just had to dissolve Off the Record and, like, send them off the Hybe. Like, what was the reason? Like, why would Bang PD allow that? It's not like Promise is a profitable IP. It's not like Promise makes money. It's not like Promise can promote without prejudice. Like, they're already branded like the rigged group of rigged groups, justice for Ihain, you know. So like I don't understand what was the thought behind that decision from Bang PD. Like, why was that allowed? Was it a favor to Han Song Soo? Like, I don't know. But essentially, I still think Pristine, their disbandment has something to do with CJNM and like Hybe as a whole, you know. So like I guess they're part of the girl group curse as well. At first, I thought it's partly like because of the Eyes One From It, Eyes One From is off the record thing, but like I think at the time I also thought that it's because of the consolidation of Hybe and Pledis that they decided to just like trash the Pledis girl groups, because I think Hybe the the thing with the Hybe Pledis merger is that even though it happened in like late 2019, early 2020, I think it's been foretold, it's been predicted. At least I saw the vision even back in like 2018, 2019, from the minute rumors start flying about um the Pledis. Remember the Pledis YouTube thing where they tried moving all of 17's MV over to the Pledis YouTube, and then like Carrots boycotted. Like even then I can already read like something's going on within Pledis, like they're trying to do something, you know? And then after that, I think it was media play after media play after media play of Pledis saying that High Big Hit was trying to buy Pledis shares, but that didn't happen until like 2020. Because I think I remember 17 joining Weverse, but not being part of Hybe for like a few months. And then at the end of that trial period, they ended up just outright saying that, oh yeah, we're buying Pledis, by the way. But we're buying 85% of Pledis shares, by the way, which technically means that we own Pledis now. That's, it's foretold. We kind of saw the vision then. And then knowing that their Hype or Big Hit was trying to buy Pledis, at that time they already had Source. So I was like, okay, maybe they need to trash Pristine in order for Hype to agree to the merger terms, which kind of makes sense because they already have Source and GFriend. So at the time, and also at the time, they made Source trash all of their male trainees. Justice for Hyunbin, Hyunbin from PDX, my son. He is a Source Music trainee that got trashed during the Hybe Source Music merger. So with that in mind, I thought the same would apply to Pledis, in that the only way Hybe would agree to the Pledis acquisition, merger, whatever you want to call it, is for Pledis to trash their girl groups, which is fair enough. So I thought that's why Pristine got disbanded. So with that in mind, I think Pristine disbandment is partly Hybe's fault. It's partly part of the Hybe girl group curse. You know, it's not a direct it's not a direct relation, but dominoes, The smallest dominoes can affect bigger dominoes to fall. And I think this is one of them. Ultimately, it's Kyla's fault, though. We all know that. So that kind of covers Pristine and why they disbanded and why they're part of the Hype Girl Group curse. The next, it's GFriend. Miss GFriend, we all miss you. Team Vivis for Queendom. Anybody here a Vivis fan? I'm a Vivis fan. BBG. It's really weird, like, saying their name in, like, an English pronunciation. I'm used to calling Vivis BBG because it's an acronym, right, for NB, NB, MG. So I am kind of used to BBG. But yeah, they're also part of the High Girl Group curse, I suppose, which I was talking about this, like them like not making enough money and like not breaking even from the Hybe investment. And some of like oomphs are actually shocked by the fact that GFriend is not earning as much as they thought like GFriend was earning. But I thought it was kind of obvious. Maybe it's just me. But even back in like 2019, like pre-merger, GFriend was Fever era. I think they were going through um a sort of like slump right before they got merged together with Hybe. Um I think GFriend released their second full length album Time for Us. Yeah, that's like Time for the Moon. Is it Hey? What was the Oh, it's Hey ya, hey ya, na 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 na. I think like they were kind of consistent up to 2018 where they did Time for the Moon Night, and then their summer release flopped, which is the Sunny Summer. Like it's a good EP. The songs just flopped for them. And then they went to Japan, which is what most group do when they start like slumping. And then they released Time for Us, which is the Heya title track, which like it's consistent. It's giving Time for the Moon Night but less catchy. So they kind of dipped there. But then the dip really happened when they released Fever, which I like Fever. I think Fever is a good song. Like it's fun, it's hip. It's GFriend doing Mamamoo concept. Like I like it. But that kind of tanked. So I think partly why they got merged at that very moment is because it's an exit strategy, not really exit strategy, but like a strat by who's Source Music CEO again? That guy by the Source Music CEO to kind of save what he has in Source. Because flashing back to Glam is actually a collaboration between Source Music and Big Hit. So it's not a that big of a shock that GFriend has ties to Big Hit pre-merger. Like for their single Love Whisper in 2017, it's actually choreographed by Song Seung-deok, which is BTS's choreographer, and he's famous for only doing BTS's choreography. Like he exclusively choreographs for BTS. Like he's an in-house choreographer, unlike other groups that outsource their choreography to say 1 Million Studio or to La Chica or to Team Same, which is Choi Young-jun's team, or Free Mind. BTS doesn't do that. Like all of their choreographies up until Idol is choreographed in house by Song Seung-deok himself. So it's interesting that he choreographed for GFriend. What's that? Oh, they choreographed for GFriend back in 2017. And I think it just reads the ties between Source Music and Big Hit. I forgot how what's his name? How Bang PD got close to the Source Music CEO. Like I know the Source Music CEO and Han Song Soo, Pledis CEO, are friends, or they're close to one another because they both used to be Boa's managers. They are Boa's managers back in her heyday in like the early 2010s before they decided to quit their jobs as Boa managers and opened their own labels. So them knowing each other is like a thing. But I forgot how they got to know Bang PD somehow. They got to know Bang PD somehow, even though Bang PD's not even in SM. He was in JYP as a producer. You know, things happen. But anyways, like I think the Hybe Source merger was once again like the Source Music CEO's like plan strategy to kind of try to offset the loss or the floppage that they were experiencing, that GFriend was experiencing post Fever release. That's why in 2020 they released under Hybe, they finally released, like they came back with Crossroads. Yes, Crossroads, and then Apple, and then Mago, and then Disbandment. That's so sad. So they were given a year. Like I think Hybe gave them a year to like turn around their fates. Crossroads I think had like pretty good reception from what I remember. It's giving Sakurazaka, it's giving 46 group, it's giving Akipi realness. I like it. It's very much J-pop. I would say like J-pop inspired K-pop. And then I also really like Apple. Like a lot of people say like the concept ages them, but no. I like witches. Give me witches being sapphic. Give me witches in the night. I liked Apple. And of course I like Mago. It's like the best release from the Hybe retro era. Like you give BTS Dynamite, and then GFriend's out here with Mago, and you decide to disband GFriend. Like, okay. But yeah, even like following up to that, they were just not giving like they were giving like the concepts, and I like their songs, but like revenue wise it wasn't great. Like their sales were tanking, their charting positions were also tanking. I remember Apple wasn't even like top 50. Same thing with Mago. I think Mago peaked at like 30 something. So that wasn't great, you know? And it's not like projecting a good, like a positive future for them. So, oh my god, there's my cat. As usual, Dumpster Diving has a panda featuring. He likes to come here once in a while. He's always here when I do dumpster diving. Okay, hi. Okay. Anyways, sorry if you hear meowing. It's my cat Panda, and he's very clingy, as you can hear yourself. Okay. Anyways, GFriend was like already tanking, so for them to be disbanded over supposedly differences in vision, like they felt like the plan that Hype had for them wasn't what they had in mind. I feel like that's bullshit. I feel like it's mostly has something to do with their revenue. It was also covered in a what is it called, Hype year end report about like the revenues and everything. Like they were barely breaking even. So it wasn't like a good investment. And I think with Hype again, like when they buy or when they acquire or merge, shut up. When they acquire or merge companies, it's always with a goal in mind. If it's not for the IP of the group itself, it's probably for the management behind the management team behind a certain group. I think that's particularly the case with Source. They were longtime partners even before GFriend with Glam. And I think Bang PD just wants that team to no longer be a partner, but an in-house team, which I think failed in retrospect because during the GFriend disbandment like gate, a lot of Source Music employees came out and said that they no longer believe in like what the direction that Source Music is going in. So a lot of the staff that worked on GFriend like in-house actually quit like along with the GFriend disbandment. So I guess the Bang PD buying GFriend for its management kind of failed there. Dude, why are you meowing into my mic? Can you shut up? Okay, anyways, so that's a thing. And that's part of the Hype girl group curse. Like they're just never gonna have a unproblematic uh um a a profitable girl group in the near future. I think that's the case. And that's really a depressing prediction because Kakao M is about to acquire SM, and they're gonna have all of the fourth gen it girl groups under one roof, which is Ive, Stacy, and Espa. Like, how are you gonna fight that if you can't even manage a girl group properly, Hybe? if you can't background check them properly. Like, oh my god. Anyways, back to Le Seraphim, I guess. Oh yeah, okay, hi, oomph. Lamo, I swear people used to call GFriend basically a big hit girl group because of Somu's ties to Big Hit. That Somu was for GG's and Big Hit was for BG's even before the merger. See, like I think the ties like date back pre-merger. Like I think the ties were obvious to someone who's very into K-pop politics, like myself. Um, but yeah, essentially, like circling back to the Le Seraphim stuff. Why do I say this part of the high girl group curse? I think it just follows that pattern of having problematic members, but also at the same time, like, um, I think the initial plan of just poaching girls from different failed, like not really failed, but like trainees that barely made the cut of different groups or ex survival show contestants. I think it's a good strategy for Hybe to release their first girl group post GFriend because that guarantees them like a fandom, right? But at the same time, I think they didn't like think it through enough, and I think they just went with, oh yeah, they used to be a trainee here, they used to be a thing there, just kind of went with their guts, and didn't do any extra like background check, hence what happened with Garam, you know um but essentially I think even if they did like properly background check, I think it'll just be a flop. And this is very apparent now that like Le Seraphim, like one thing for the Kim Garam like controversy to hinder their debut, but they've also been getting like negative reviews for their concept like pictures. Okay, wait. Do we have Shut up. Okay, are we back? Are we connected? Are we good? Can you hear me? Can you please comment if you can hear me? I'm scared that I got disconnected and it'll be like last time where it was just like an hour stream without audio. Anyways, I think they just went with their guts and didn't like properly background check. But even if they did properly background check the Le Seraphim members, I think it would still be kind of a flop because of the concept photos. They've been highly criticized for being very male gazy. Okay, here we have a picture of Miss Kazuha from Le Seraphim, and it's particularly this concept picture, like the tennis concept pictures, they got like trashed. Oh my god, why is there the Mingyu collage? Dude, unprovoked. I don't know why I had this open. But okay, let's search up the tennis konpo. Tennis konpo. Tennis. Yeah, they've been like just dragging La Seraphim for the tennis concept photo. Oh wait, what? Why it got cropped? Oh, that part. Okay. Here we go. For being very male gazy, like, which I agree. I think the what do you call the Le Seraphim concept is very male gazy in general, like from the teaser pictures and how they're styled, and like I don't know, it's just giving very much male gaze energy, you know especially in particularly Chaewon's teaser and pictures, like the video and the pictures, like again, like I am very used to Chaewon being like a stan attractor, and in that sense, a stan attractor in a girl group usually appeals to females. So it's really weird watching her in a very male gazy way. Like the way they're styled, particularly Taewon, she was in a crop top and like really short, like jean shorts, and then the lollipop as well. Like it's giving Lolita, and like I don't know how I feel about that. She's a 2000 liner, I think, if I 2001, 2000 liner. And like I just they're younger than me. I know they're like she's like technically legal already, but it's still weird that that's the concept they're going for because they have minors in this group. And like again, okay, here's the tennis uh concept photos that's been making noise on instance. It's they're saying that's very outdated, it's very sexualized, it's very male gazy in general, which like I understand. Like there's been other tennis concept that's been like executed a lot better. Some there was like a comparison for Chewon, I think, from the tennis photo shoot she did with Eyes One and the tennis photo shoot they did for La Seraphim. Like it's just it's not looking great. Like here, like Garam, I think she's under like she's a minor, and they had her pose like that. Like it's just weird. Like like I know Bang PD's a perv. He's a wota. He likes 48 group, and then he also likes he's a really big otaku. Like I get that, but you know, like it's just weird. See, like they're underage. Why did they had her pose like this? Like tennis skirt with a crop. Like I don't know. Something about the styling just feels off. The way it's shot feels off. The way they're posing feels off. The way they're wearing heels with it is also just feels off. Something about it, Again, like they're getting dragged for this as well as the Kim Garam stuff. So like it's just not looking great for them, really. Even if the Kim Garam stuff didn't happen, like I don't know if they're like if they're gonna, survive, if they're even gonna like make it big. Because in comparison, let's look at IVE stuff. Oh my god, I really like IVE's pre-debut teasers and stuff. They're done by the same studio as The Boys, and I really enjoy it. I really do. Hmm. The me oh, back. It's like pre-debut. Does anybody remember that video where they had like each member of the group like introduce themselves in a short vlog? Like I really enjoyed that, and it was made by. See, like okay, here you can say it's like a pretty similar concept as I've like, you know, maybe not concept, but like the idea, the ideation behind the teasers, I think it's very similar to this, like the black and white, the 차가운 도시 소녀, 자도녀, like cold city girl, Nakim is very much the same, but for some reason, this just reads so much more male gazy than this, you know? Like they're also pretty minimally dressed. Like Ive is also pretty like not so modestly dressed, but it's just different. It just feels weird. Like this does not feel male gazy, you know? Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just cuz the song of 11. Like I'm not an 11 and like I think 11 is just a bit too mature for them. Again here, like this very very it girl, like Pinterest girl kind of feel, Again, it's made by the same studio as The Boys, and The Boys when you see their like concept like Maverick and stuff, it's very very masculine and everything. So The studio is very good at that, but they're also really good at doing like feminine concept, as you can see here with Ive, right? So like I just do not understand the ideation behind the La Seraphim concept photos and pictures and just styling and all of it. Like, you know, it's just, it's not great. And Cadence like took notice of that, so ah, Cadence really took notice of that. So again, even if the Kim Garam stuff isn't happening, I don't think they would be receiving a positive review feedback anyways. And then let's go circle back to Miss Garam. Oh my god. Like, um, we covered the different allegations already, but also there's been a lot of Knuts comparing her case with other different idols. So let's get into that. What other different idols have had um bullying scandals or personality or social media blunders pre-debut? I could name Mr. Wonu from 17, bad mouthing SNSD and Isungi unprovoked. And then there's Hyunjin, there is Sujin, there is Park Hye-soo, the actress, Dear M lady. There is, oh, who else? Oh, there's Miss Karina and everything. Um, and there's Gabjil Queen Miss Irene, I suppose. And like, oh, there's also this one. So, I didn't know this even happened, but apparently, a member of C9 Boys, the fourth member of C9 Boys that got revealed, Mr. Kim Sehun, I don't know who that is, got exposed for being a school bully as a, they're technically like trainees, but they're about to debut in what's the group called? I'm sorry, Oomph. Oh, Apex. They're supposed to debut in Apex. Is C9 Boys? It's Apex, right? Wait. Let's search that up. C9 Boys. Oh, C9 Boys is 6? What? Really? It's not Apex? C9 Boys Kim Sehun. Oh, yeah. So he's supposed to be in CIX? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So he's supposed to debut in CIX, but he got exposed for being a school bully. So he asked the company to remove him from the lineup. I think that's like what went on. So when that story first broke out, C9 addressed it in this statement, saying that, like, same thing as Hype, that they will try to investigate, try to find the truth behind the accusation, contact different like relatives, family members, friends, classmates that were there, that were in in the scene, in the crime scene, directly relating to these bullying accusations. And then, like a few days after, the day after, or something like that, they released this statement, detailing all of the different instances of from the bullying allegations, like saying that, well, the version that was on the web was like this, and then from our confirmation we can state that actually this happened, yada yada. Pretty much they confirmed like part of it and everything. But at the end of the day, Mr. Kim Sehun decided that he wants to leave the group. Like, he decides that he does not want, like, over this um what do you call over this scandal, they decided, I think it's like unanimous, so not only him like as a single party, but him and C9 decided that that CIX will move forward uh with the exclusion of Mr. Kim Se-hoon, something like that, something along those lines. So they compared that with how Hybe is handling the Seraphim by threatening to sue the different um like posters online, the one that are alleging the victims of said bullying, like they're planning to sue. Like it took them like it's not even a day, like a few hours in between them saying that, oh yeah, we're gonna do the investigation, and then them addressing, oh yeah, through our investigations we can confirm that all of these are lies. That Miss Kim Garam is innocent, and that they would sue anyone who like tried to accuse her of bullying, something like that, which is the gist of this um like statement. And then afterwards, that didn't really scare any of the accusers. In fact, more victims came forward and more accusers went forward to state their experiences with Miss Kim Garam, which I think the only other time that happened was with Sujin and Park Hye-soo. I would say something similar happened with Hyunjin, but it's less more accusers coming out, but it's more of like people that were present during the thing, during the occurrence of that. I think Hyunjin was also during middle school. Um, like the people who were there during that time, like normalized Hyunjin's like oh my god, Hyunjin's actions, and that kind of further confirmed that it did happen, and it's not just bullshit lies, defamation, you know. With Sujin, I think it was just a back and forth between her and the victim, even though at the end of the day they acknowledged it. But yeah, Cube tried really hard to deny it, which I guess mirrors the Seraphim. And then with Pakias, it's the same thing. Like, they deny, the accuser has more proof. They deny, the accuser has more proof. Some of that. But in this case, it's been 2 days, no, a day and a half since the last statement by Hybe saying that they will sue anyone who still like spreads negative falsehoods on Miss Kim Garam, even though there are more proof now, more than ever. So that's fun. That's exciting. And like I mean, I don't think it has happened before, you know? Well, it has happened before, but not in this way. You know, cuz with previous bullying allegations as well, the circle of friends, like say Hyunjin's like middle school friends, or Sujin's middle school friends, who are supposedly also Iljin, didn't come to their defense, and they didn't still use bullying tactics to clear the name of one of the bullies in their circle. In this case, that being Kim Garam. So I think in this sense, like it's a case of having very stupid perpetrators. Like the bullies themselves are really stupid, and that they leave traces of their bullying, and they keep using the same tactics now, even though they've been caught, thus furthering the like the claims. Like it further how do I say it? It further supports the claims that Kim Garam's actually an Iljin, because her friends are still acting like Iljin to this day, something of that sorts. So it's a mess. Again, I personally think like my personal like hard limit in standing um like idols is like school bullying is enough for me to understand, I think. I feel like. So how do you say it? Like, I think it's fair to say that I'm in the support of people who are saying that school bullies need to be like kicked out of groups. Like, a positive example of that is Miss G Idol and Sujin. Like, the moment they kick her out, G Idol went to the moon. They skyrocketed to like number one on the Melon charts. Like, they have more unique listeners than Ganadara by IU and J Park. Do you understand the implications of that? They have more listeners than J Park and IU. That is speaking slayback, you know? That is hitting debak like no other. So I would think that in that sense, kicking out the school bully is like an obvious choice. I think even with the kind of cloudy allegations behind school bullying, I think in the case where those incidents are likely to be found and be proven through social media posts, I know they can still um they can still kind of manipulate proof, make up fake proofs. But in that sense, I feel like um with enough of these allegations going forward, I think at some point, like, just kick out all the school bullies from groups. And I'm all for fair treatment. That's why I still hate Hyunjin from Stray Kids. Like, he needs to leave. I don't even like Stray Kids. That's the thing. I would say I'm a Stray Kids anti at like some points in my life, the lowest points in my life where I just like find the lowest hanging fruit and I feel like I just want to punch something. They're like my punching bag. Is my punching bag. Like, Stray Kids, ATEEZ, The Boys. Like, straight up punching bags. If I feel like I wanna just go ham on a group, like, they're low hanging fruit. Like, I can go on just bashing them. And Stray Kids is one of those groups. So for me to say that I hate Hyunjin because he's dragging down the rest of Stray Kids with like bad PR and like the tag of school bullying under their name, like, that's a lot. It shows that I still care. Oh yeah, as an Akge, I'm so jealous. OMG, Hyunjin out. Exactly. Like, they just need to kick him out. Like, nobody cares. You're not even that good of a dancer. Like, I'm sorry. You have no impact now that, like, as a center, you just bring bad attention. So what is the point? Like, what is your purpose, Hyunjin? You just need to leave. So that's my take on that. But yeah, that's my personal hard limit, because I feel like even if these accusations are exaggerated, whatnot, I think the label of school bully is just, it's not as detrimental as like drugs or like sexual assault, but I would still think that it's significant enough to like kick a person out. You know, the only exception to this rule is Miss Yeon from CLC. I do not take arguments. Miss Yeon from CLC, Miss Barbie from Good Girl, I think she's the blueprint. She is the school bully blueprint. I think there was no proof of that either. Like, it was just he said, she said, but like it permeated into like the Taldok hive mind. No, not Taldok. The Tapen hive mind. So like a lot of K-pop enjoyers like just know her as the Iljin. So that was fun, and that's why CLC flopped partly. Um, but yeah, going in, I still think that like Garam should just get kicked out. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you need to leave. um, like, here, someone commented on Pan. This reminds me of Hyunjin from Stray Kids. group debuting by burying down their school violence bully. Last year, when the truth was revealed, they only decided to apologize at that point in time and made him rest for a little bit and just put him back on promotion again. He's just too shameless. I hope you kick him out. School violence can lead to the S word. Which is fair enough, you know? It's fair enough. I think they should just kick him out. They should kick Garam out. They should. Who else is a school bully? Well, they kicked Sujin out already, so I can't really speak on that. Anyways, G Idol is just like living their legendary days right now. I feel like if you have a single brain cell in your brain, you would follow in the footsteps of G Idol and just kick the school bully out. Like, it's not that hard, you know? Just kick them out. Like, I know it's probably because of like production costs and everything, and like them seeing the potential in Kim Garam or what's like some bullshit like that. Like they'd have to re-record a song, re-record the music video, record all the promotion materials. Like, I get that. I get it. But like, what's stopping you from giving her the Ha Minho treatment? The Ha Minho treatment is like right there. You can just give Kim Garam the Ha Minho treatment. Like, the blueprint is there. All you need to do is follow. You know, Ha Minho, we get it. Like, just do that. Just blur her. Just act like she does not exist. Because right now, I even like K-Nuts is taking notice to the fact that international fans aren't defending Garam. This is a post from Instas. Like, it's just full of screenshots of like international fans reacting to the Garam news and being like, yeah, we're not gonna be shooters for Garam. And then most of the comments on this post, full of English tweets, is that, oh, there's actually an Indonesian tweet as well. I'm like, hi from Indonesia. Bener-bener gue speechless liat tanggapannya Hybe. Okay, cool girl. Most of the comments from Insta's K-Nuts are saying that, yeah, since Hybe really care about foreign fans, I hope they listen this time, and that they're mostly expressing shock that international fans aren't going to the defense of Garam, since like international fans are known to just defend anything at this point. You know, the whole Seungri thing really like tarnished international fans like perception, or well, image in K-Nuts minds, I guess, collective memory. And you know, like international fans not defending Garam is like a thing that's giving K-Nuts hope that she might still get kicked out, which I think is the best decision. They should just kick her out. There's so many proof, y'all. Like, I think it's still going on. Like, the perpetrators are still posting, you know. God, I really do not like the concept photos. I am with K-Nuts on this. It's kind of whack. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys these as well. The activity schedule for Hybe, and like in the fourth picture, well, no, the fourth graph here, technically second in this picture, but like fourth in title. There's the Hybe rookie lineup. The Seraphim debuting in May, and there's Trainee A. Boy group, I'm pretty sure boy group here means Trainee A. Debuting also this year. And then there's Global Boy Group, which is an audition, also debuting this year. Big Hit Japan, I think what they meant is Belift Japan, but you know, same difference. Girl group, under Adore, which is the Minhijin group, you know, that's also debuting this year. I guess Island Season 2 isn't debuting this year. I know Island Season 2 is supposed to happen in like Q3, Q4 of 2022, so I guess they're debuting next year. which is a good choice. If they debut this year, they'll be fighting like pretty tough, like competition, I suppose. Um, Another thing is that out of this lineup, we still don't know the lineup for the Minhijin girl group, but for the first three groups, which is La Serafim, Trainee A, and an audition, they all have problematic members. They all have members that, oh my god, hi, oomph. She said, we get called iRoaches for a reason, I guess. True. Um, but yeah, we don't know the lineup for the Minhijin group yet, but out of the three groups listed, out of the four groups listed in the rookie lineup, three of them have like problematic members. There's Garam of La Seraphim, who's, well, you know how she is. There is Leo from Trainee A, which he wrote like misogynistic lyrics. Remember that? We misogynistic and racist lyrics. Do we all remember that? I remember that. And then from an audition, the global Japanese boy group thing, they have K from Island, who's racist as well. So it's not looking great for the Hive lineup. Like let's all be real. It's not looking great. We were all hinging on the debut of the girl groups because we've been knew the boy groups are problematic since like last year. So there was no it was we weren't having high hopes on that. Like we know to not rely on the Hive boy groups. But we had hopes for the girl group and they let us down. They let us down. So, you know, we're gonna have to wait until like Q4 maybe for Minhijin girl group to like do something for Hybe. But that aside, we'll have to wait, I suppose. I hope there's like an update for the Les Serafim stuff by tomorrow. Like, I know it's a Saturday, but you had like an emergency meeting today. I do not see, I cannot see why they can't release a statement by tomorrow morning. Like, I think it took 3 days for Pledis to do the Mingyu statement, so you can do better, Hybe. You can do better. Well, I usually go up to like 2 hours of stream when I do dumpster dives, but I'm kind of sleepy actually. It's the Ramadan effect, and I would have to fast in like 2 days. Hence why I forced myself to stay awake and do this particular live because I know if I skip it, then I wouldn't have a chance to do it until like May because of Ramadan and fasting. I would have broken my fast from gossiping, and that's just not the vibe. So, yeah. Well, do you have any questions? Anything you want me to look into before I fall asleep on my work desk, on my keeps? Any questions? Any responses? It's mostly just Letter Seraphim. I was gonna talk about Dream and then the 17th single as well, but in any case, I don't think it's as fun or as relevant as the Kim Garam stuff. So I chose that over the other topics. I'm sorry, Oomph. I really am. Cause that's all what like I know I've just been showing like Instas stuff, but even on like Yoyon Gel, like no boy groups fighting. Like it's just everybody talking about Kim Garam. Like literally, usually it'll be filled with like pages and pages and pages and pages of just boy group stands fighting. At the very least, what? They have pictures from the funeral? No way. Oh, it's just that. Okay. Well, that's an assumption, I suppose. Okay, anyways, like, um, Hi, Oomph. Hi, Ning. Thank you for tuning in. But anyways, yeah, usually Yoyon Gel be filled with just pages and pages and pages and pages of boy group stan discourse. But for the past few days, it's been empty. As you can see here, it's just empty. I know it's from a 17 search term, and they're not like talked about usually. But yeah, this is a pretty like normal day for a 17. Um, you know, a 17 a day on Yoyongel. But yeah, recently it's just been Kim Garam stuff. So I decided to cover the Kim Garam stuff and then cover the Hybe girl group curse lore. Because I feel like that's a lot of fun. And I just kind of want to dive into Hybe girl groups. Hmm. Oh, this is the money extortion. The money extortion uh screenshots from Facebook DMs. Um but the title has something to do with the 17 with the Mingyu school bullying allegations. So have it as you will. Even if there's a post about 17, it somewhat ties back to Kim Garam again. So actually, I have an older thing I'm curious about. Did Somi vote red? Do you remember? Oh, that is just because of an Instagram story. Like, I think she like posted her, what do you call that? Her voting like proof with like a red background or something like that. So people were assuming she voted red, even though it's not even like significant as her wearing a red shirt or anything. It was just literally posting her, what do you call that? Like, oh yeah, I voted today. It was against a red background, and that's about it. So it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't Mingyu posting on Instagram with a red shirt. It's literally just her going, yeah, I voted today already, and the background just happened to be red. So it really made waves on Weibo, but it didn't matter much on Knut's end, right? Um, it made waves sorta like in a collated post. So people were, it was Taeyeon, Somi, and I forgot who the other girl group is. Sunmi, I think, or something like that. They were, uh, like they were grouped together in this like, oh, so there are female idols voting for red, something like that. But nobody really took it seriously. It's true. Like there's a lot of media play around it on like just news sites, on like really crappy gossip news sites, but like no one on the community level like Yoyon Gel or Instis really took it seriously. Because red shirt versus red picture are like same level to me, but not the K-Nuts. Yes, I am with the K-Nuts on this because the red picture again, it's just her proving that she voted that day in and it just happened to be a red background. I think it's like her covering the what do you call, the camera with her thumb. And you know when you like cover things with your thumb and like there's light shining through, it would like shine pink, like reddish pink, something like that. And I think that's like what Somi did. Like it's not her like incidentally like looking for red backgrounds to make into like an Insta story. It's very different from posting a picture like a selfie unrelated to anything with the supposedly unrelated to anything with the voting, and then having it be a picture of you in a red shirt from a long time ago. So yes, to me, I think those are two very different things. Maybe she's colorblind. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think she's colorblind. Okay. Anything else? It's like I've been doing this for like I've been doing this for an hour and a half. Strangely enough, I'm like really sleepy. We'll probably end this soon. I don't really know what else to cover, really. Because, yeah, again, everything's just been Kim Garam lately. Wait, let's go look through Jeongrikul. 하이브 광공 어그로 루트. Oh, is the different ways Hybe and Big Hit like what do you call it? Like antagonize? Like try to not really threaten, but like bother the fans, or I guess the one who are posting the allegations, something like that. I think, or no, I think it's just people. All just people shit talking Hive. Well, deserve me things. Hmm. I was also gonna talk about the BTS Grammy stuff, but I think I ranted about that a lot on my like Twitter already, like in text. So I don't think I have to like talk about it here again. There's a lot to say on that though. If I have the time, I'd probably do a different live on that. How come Garam looks so diff now versus pre-debut? The snow filter is so powerful. No, I think she just got the Hybe nose treatment. Like you can see in her previous like pre-debut pictures, her nose isn't as like tall and skinny. Also, I think she got the eye surgery to kind of like she cut like the inner corners to make it like bigger, make it appear bigger. Since she's a monolid, so she didn't do the double eyelid surgery, but she did like open up her eye sockets a little bit more, like cut the corners so her eyes appear bigger. Okay, I think that's about it. I think I'd have to sleep now. Like I'm really, really sleepy. So yeah, wait, let me do the closing. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Wait, okay, one last comment. Giving up on Kim Min Hee's granddaughter's garam. Well, you know. Anyways, I guess that kind of wraps up the dumpster diving for tonight. I'm really sleepy and very lucid right now. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens to La Seraphim since they're debuting in May, and there's a lot of hype groups like promoting in May. La Seraphim debuts in May. 17's like title track full album, like not the digital single, is in May. And then TXT is supposedly coming back also in May. So it's gonna be a back to back to back, like 1 week, 1 week, 1 week kind of promotion cycle. It's giving the retro hype era again. So yeah, I guess that's that. We'll just have to see, really. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. My message from the sponsors today is to stream Glitch by NB. I'm I'm shook. It's really good. I really like Glitch by NB. Please listen to that. It might be my song of the month. Truly, it's really good. And that's that. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you next time. Penda says hi. Bye.